James Harden, who, and I'm going to have a video on the Clippers pretty soon because you Harden stans are out of control. And you guys send me clips of James Harden and the Clippers. You would swear this team is the number one seed in the West and is a favorite to win an NBA championship. This team is like 40-32. Yeah, James Harden got back in shape. I respect it. I wish he would have done it in Philly. He didn't do it in Philly. He was out of shape, hungover, fat. And you couldn't pay him max money. You couldn't pay him a max contract. And people that keep saying, oh, you should have paid Harden. You should have paid Harden. No. He got motivated again because he didn't get that max contract and he was on his way to retirement. Then he got his shit together and got in shape and started focusing on his sleep schedule and stopped hanging out in strip clubs until 5 a.m. the night before games or flying to Las Vegas in the middle of a playoff series. He got motivated because he didn't get that money. And then he got 3 years, 150 from the Clippers, or 2 years, 100. He didn't get anywhere close to a max contract. So please stop telling me the Sixers should have paid Harden. That's ridiculous. Anyway, little clip from James Harden here. Let's hear what he says.
Still balling out. You're 35 years old, but you're still balling out. What is your secret to longevity?
My secret is Daryl Morey didn't pay me the money I wanted, and it lit a fire under my ass, and I had to get in shape to get another contract. That's my secret.
The work. I don't feel like I get enough credit for the work that I put in. You know, people want to talk about everything else that they honestly do not know about, but in honesty, the work is being put in. And if the work isn't being put in, then these opportunities wouldn't be happening for me. So, like, I really love the game of basketball. You know, it's gotten me to a point to where I am today. That's priority number one. And now I'm getting older, so, like, the proper, like, eating and sleeping and the recovery aspect is very, very important, which I've been on top of. Like,
What'd I tell you? You would have never heard this dude say this a couple years ago. What did I tell you?
So, like, the proper, like, eating and sleeping and the recovery aspect is very, very important.
I said this so many times when he was in Philly. I said he parties until 5 a.m. He doesn't sleep, and he eats chicken wings and cheeseburgers, man. Y'all called me a hater up and down, left and right, side to side. I was on the fucking money again. When are you going to listen to me?
Today. That's priority number one. And now I'm getting older, so, like, the proper, like, eating and sleeping and the recovery aspect is very, very important.
It's always been important. That's why you were the worst player on the floor for 4 out of 6 games against the Boston Celtics. Because you were tired and out of shape. You were a minus 89.
Which I've been on top of. Like anything in life, you put the work in and, you know.
And listen, I want to say this. I respect James Harden as a person. And I do think he loves the game of basketball. But I think he loves being a celebrity down in Houston a little too much. Or now he's out in LA, but, you know, he still has houses in Houston. He's a mega celebrity in Houston. You know, I don't think he doesn't care or anything like that. But I do think him not getting that money was a reality check
that they honestly do not know about.
And I respect the fact that he got in shape and started to take his sleep schedule seriously and his diet seriously, because he's a fucking amazing basketball player. You know, I just hated what he was doing in Philly because he could have been so much better. But those that really listen to me know that I never said James Harden is trash. I said he was washed because he was. But when he's well rested or when he's in shape, I've said it a million times. He's the best passer of a basketball I've ever seen. He's a magician on the court. So it's great that he got back in shape and is taking it seriously for to play another. Because with his game, his old man game, dude, he could play till he's 40 if he wants to. He could play into his 40s if he wants to. He's that good with the basketball in his hands. Y'all know I'm about to sit up here and Now tell me I wasn't right, because I was.
But in honesty, the work is being put in. And if the work isn't being put in, then these opportunities wouldn't be happening for me. So, like, I really love the game of basketball. You know, it's gotten me to a point to where I am today. That's priority number one. And now I'm getting older, so, like, the proper, like, eating and sleeping and the recovery aspect is very, very important, which I've been on top of. Like anything in life, you put the work in and, you know, the results is bound to happen.
It's true. It's true. And I don't think maybe he doesn't realize this, but this is called the art of detachment. Jalen Hurts talks about it a lot too. You put the work in, the results are bound to happen. You stop focusing on the result. You stop hoping and wishing and wanting the result so bad. You fall in love with the work. The universe takes care of the rest.
The results is bound to happen. And sometimes you put the work in, and I have bad games, but, you know, more times than not, you know, good things are going to happen.
What else do I want to see? There was something over here on Gil's Arena. Any team with Tobias Harris on it, I ain't rolling. Tony Allen throwing shade at Tobias Harris. Let's see.
Statement that I can't argue.
MVP candidate. Any team with Tobias Harris on it, I ain't rolling.
Damn. Why is Tony Allen coming at Tobias Harris like that? Let's hear it.
Tobias Harris on it, I ain't rolling. Any team with Tobias Harris on it, I ain't rolling. I ain't rolling. I ain't rolling.
Brandon Jennings is like, oh, shit.
What is going on? Tobias ain't got nothing.
Yeah, he got everything. He has everything to do with it. He has everything to do with it.
He's 15 a night. He do his job.
That's the problem. That's the problem.
I do my job.
So that's the problem. You know how much we expect out of you. I got a job to do.
You know how much we expect out of you? I mean, I don't think the Pistons expect that much out of him. They didn't pay him $40 million. The Sixers were the ones paying him like a star player. We know what Tobias Harris is now. He's a 15-point per game player. I agree with Brandon Jennings here. The Pistons are winning. Tobias Harris is doing his job. I agree.
Problem. That's the problem.
I do my job.
So that's the problem. You know how much we expect out of you. I got a job to do. We expect a lot out of Tobias. Man, he just come to do his job, and that's the problem.
I do my job. I do my job, man. I'm a good teammate. I do my job. I work hard. I'm the fourth.
He does work hard. He is there on time. He is a professional. You know, I got to give Tobias Harris credit, man. And I think that, you know, all you guys that came at me over the years and said it's not his fault they paid him this amount of money, it kind of makes sense now, you know. I mean, it made sense. He's a role player. He's a 15-point per game role player. He always has been. He had 120-point per game season with the Clippers, and everybody freaked out, and the Sixers traded for him, like he was an upcoming all-star. And he becomes the highest-paid player in the history of the game to never make an all-star appearance at over $200 million career earnings. And now he goes to Detroit. Detroit's playing well. Cade Cunningham is, you know, a budding superstar, and Tobias Harris is playing his role and doing his job. Players just, they play for the Sixers. They suck. They go to other teams and they prosper.
Option though, what y'all want me to do?
No, he's Tobias Harris, bro.
I'm not saying Tobias Harris went to the Pistons and started dropping 25 points a game. I'm just saying he went to the Pistons and is on a winning team and seems to be enjoying his life. And here we are, the tanking fucking frauds that we are.
No, he's Tobias Harris, bro. Come on, stop.
Y'all got leave Tobias alone, man. Leave Tobias alone, man.
So he got Tobias alone. He got a high expectation.
$200 million,
man. Come on, all that money he made, you got. Come on, bro.
Come on, man.
All that money he made was because the 76ers paid him that money. So he's not obligated to be a star player now just because of the money he made in the past. He fleeced the NBA, but yeah, the Pistons knew what he was. I mean, I still think 2 years, $52 million is an overpay for Tobias Harris.